Well, good morning to everybody. How is everyone this morning? So, why don't you get ready for church with me this morning? I think that would be a great idea. So, hi, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Well, my name's Lisa, and my grandchildren call me Blue Grandma. So, therefore, I go by Blue Grandma 64. But welcome, and for all those returning viewers, thanks for coming with me. I really appreciate that. So we're gonna have some fun this morning and play with some makeup. What do you guys think of that? Because this needs it. And check this out. Check this out. I know you probably can't see it very well, but look up with a pimple on the tip of my nose. So, anyway, we're going to start. Okay, first off, so I just got out of the shower, as you can tell. I do not use a bunch of cleansers and stuff on my face. Just good old makeup remover pads and water. You know, I clean my face that way. Can't use soap on my face, though. It feels like it's just shriveling up. But, anyway, so we're going to start out this morning and fill the cracks with some caulking. So it's face primer, also known to me as caulking, because, you know, you got to fill in the cracks. I got a lot of them. Age is awful, guys. It's mean. And, you know, I'm not one of those, and excuse, you know, I mean, if you guys are do this, I more power to you, but I am not the type of person that, you know, I'm worried about, oh, you know, I got to use this implement to put it on my face and this implement to put that on my face. You know, it's my face, it's my stuff. I put it all over and with my hands. So anyway, I would bet that most of you do anyway. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys use your hands to apply your makeup? Do you use special implements? What do you use? Now, as far as, okay, see? Filled in the cracks a little bit. Need a whole lot more to fill in those cracks, though. Oh, you guys, this age thing is just killing me. It is killing me. That's what age does. Well, good morning. Hold on, I'm going to bring a friend up to say hi. Okay, hold on, guys. This is Mr. Einstein. Yes, hi, Mr. Einstein. How are you? Yes. Yes, it's my baby. He loves his chin. Look at them stretching whiskers out. Okay. Back to this. Alrighty. You know, you guys, when I was in the shower this morning, I was doing some thinking in there, and it kind of amazes me. I hear people all the time say, you know, like, I'm going to live my best life now. You know, I'm live right now. I'm going to make the best of it. You know, and it's kind of like a little kid, actually, you know. I'm going to get a piece of cake, and I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm going to eat all of it, and I'm going to devour this thing. just to have that, all of it, okay? And that's kind of how people are in life, really. I got to have it, you know. Guys. Nope. Don't live your best life now, because this is just a little, a pit stop on the way, basically, you know. And myself, I'm not going to live my best life now. I'm going to live my best life when I am with the Lord God Almighty. That's when I'm going to enjoy myself. Okay. I straightened out my makeup drawer and then it just falls apart again. Anyway, I can't find my other tube right now. Sorry, I'm dropping things but where I put that darn thing. I have a brand new tube of this makeup that I was using, but this one here, I'm squeezing the death out of it until I get every single drop. So I put this on there, but because it's too dark of a color, I add a little bit of this. It's just called HD Perfect Complexion Long Lasting Makeup Natural Finish. And so I add a little bit of this. And this makeup brush, you guys, this is an awesome makeup brush. And I did get this from Temu, and I love this brush. It is awesome. So, oh! I just squirted all over myself and my makeup desk. Oh yeah, good times. Okay. So then, I just kind of throw it all over the place. Then I take this, and see how it just fits smoothly on the face? But anyway, I just kind of work it in, work it in, work it in. But it really, it breaks my heart to see all the people that, just doing what they want, living a life that's not according to God's word. And people don't even realize that it's God that gave you that choice in the first place, that you can choose. And people are like, I hate God. And it's like, why? God created you, and God made everything, and why do you hate God? And some people are like, well, if there was a God, there would not be earthquakes, there would not be children with cancer, there would not be all this, there would not be death, there would not be earthquakes, all this, there would not be, or there would be. You guys, come on. Think about it. Alright? So you got Adam and Eve, and Adam and Eve, they screwed up. They did. And because they screwed up, God's like, alright, fine. You guys, yeah, I told you not to eat of that, but you went and did it anyway. So, you know what? Now, when you procreate, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt so bad, and it does, that you'll have to work by the sweat of your brow. You see these ranchers out there, and they're working in their fields, and we have to work. We can't just go over and just pluck something off the tree and eat it. Now you got to pay for it, and anyway, you guys, there's a much better life after this one. There is. And if you take a look at the evidence of everything, I mean, it points right to Jesus, to God. And people are just blind and they can't see it. But think about it. Think about this. Okay? And I really want you to think about this hard. I hope you don't turn me off. We're doing makeup anyway. So whether you like the conversation or not, if you don't like it, then go ahead and put in the comments, I did not like your conversation today, Lisa. That's fine. I don't care. But these are things I want to talk to you guys about. It's important. It really is. So then I use this. This is also a concealer. It's full cover concealer, but it's so light that I use it right here on the bridge of my nose. Kind of lighten that up a little bit. And then I also lighten up under here. Whew, you guys, it is hotter than Spitfire in here. My makeup's gonna melt off. I gotta turn on the air conditioner. And we took a break and I had to change my clothes. That robe was so hot. I thought I was gonna die. Whew. Anyway, so let's carry on, shall we? And for the life of, oh, I remember what I was going to tell you guys. Okay, so I want you guys to think about this. When you see a painting, even a painting that is very, very, very old, was there a painter? Yes? How do you know? Because there's a painting? Is that proof? I think that's pretty much proof that there's, yeah, there was a painter because there's a painting. You look at a building. All right. Was there a builder that built that building? Or did it just appear? So this here, my makeup comes from all over the place. So I used to play that Dealdash game. I talked to you guys about it on the last video. Stay away from Dealdash, guys. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible. You'll spend so much money and it's terrible. Because, you know, this is mindset of people, okay? It's kind of like if you go gambling in a casino and you put 50 bucks in the machine, okay? And the machine eats your 50. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to grab another 50 because I got to get that $50 back. I got to win it back. And so, you know, you throw another $50 in there and you lose it, you know, and you just continue to do that and you lose more and more and more and more and more. So it's the same thing with Dealdash. You buy bids and you're bidding and you don't want to lose, and that person doesn't want to lose. And so, and the penny auction, it's not a penny auction, you guys. Yes, the price goes up by 1 penny each time, but you know what? It's costing you 15 cents every time you hit that button. And you got to figure, you could be hitting that button for a very long time and literally spend hundreds of dollars on something that you could have got a hell of a lot cheaper at Walmart. It's stupid. I wish I would have never got into that stupid thing, because boy, I'd be doing so much better off financially. I really would. But I blew it, guys. I blew it. Satan puts all these things in front of me, and I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I fell for that. And it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Okay, then this is almost gone. I get this from Temu as well. You know, I want my face more. So, isn't it funny the faces that we make? There we go. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? And I put one on each side of my nose. I want to slender my nose out a little bit more. Make it look a little bit smaller anyway. And doot, 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 doot. Okay, so then I take this brush, and honestly, see, you guys, I've done makeup for years. I used to sell Mary Kay. I mean, I went to beauty college, and I've done all that, and I still just kind of use any brush that seems to work okay. Some people are like, this is a blending brush. Okay. Maybe I don't want to use it to blend. Maybe I want to use it to do something else. Anyway, this brush works really good for grinding in that. Basically, that's what I feel like I'm doing. I feel like I'm grinding. You know, I've been watching, I've rewatched my videos before I post them, right? And this is awful. I see this all the time on camera, and it drives me insane. And I know you guys, well, not you guys, but I'm sure there are some that are like, ew, you know, and well, you just wait till you get all, you know, in your 60s, and then you can go, ew. But, and almost a 50-pound loss in 6 months. You know, your skin is going to sag, so, and it does. And I don't care. I really don't. So that is why I'll continue to wear short sleeves. I will continue to flop my arms in the wind. I really don't care, because I am nice and cool, and I'm not going to die of heat. I don't care. If you don't like it, don't look at it, right? Okay, so back to the building, right? So you know that there was a builder, because there's a building. Makes sense, right? It's common sense. If there's a plate of food in front of you, you know that somebody cooked that food. It didn't just appear on that plate. You know, somebody made it. So everything is made. It's not just, you know, I don't sit here and look at my desk and have something appear in front of me. You know, anything that I have on my desk in my house and my house is made. It's made. It didn't just appear. Rocks didn't slam together and appear all this stuff. People created these things. People created this brush. People created this brush. I mean, God created everything else. So when you see creation, so here we go. A building, a builder. A painting, a painter. Creation, creator. See how it works? Yeah. And so I am not going to live my best life now. No way, no how. Nope. My best life is going to be when I am with the Lord God. That's going to be the best days of my life. Anyway, I hope, you know, for those of you that don't believe, I mean, that God gave you that opportunity to decide whether you want to believe or not. And far be it from me to say, you can't believe that. That's your cup of tea, not mine. But it's funny how people get so angry, you know. I don't understand atheists. I really don't. So I don't see any reason to get angry. I don't know. Your God did this, you did blah, 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 blah. You know, if you don't believe, fine. Say, well, yeah, I believe something different. Okay, fine. That's your prerogative. But you don't have to be mean about anything, right? And when people are like, you're going to hell for your sin. Well, that's not for me to decide either. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to go to hell. That's not up to me. God says he'll be the judge. So, if you want to get mad at what God wants, you know, that's your prerogative. You can get mad if you want to. It's your party. You can cry if you want to. Cry if you want to. Cry if you want to. So, Yeah. Believe what you want to believe. And in the end, in the very end, when it's all over, and even if you live 80 years, it's that fast. I mean, I've already lived 60 years. My husband, he'll be 64. And, you know, we have a whole bunch of yesterdays, but there's not a whole lot of tomorrows left. There's not. And every day, you know, I'm gonna occupy my time, just like he says, occupy the time until he comes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna occupy my time and concentrate on him and doing the right things and being good to people. Being good to people. Forgiving people. Yeah. You know, I carried a lot of hate in my heart for a long time. Oof, man, did I ever. It was not a good thing. I was extremely hurt by somebody that I actually treated this person almost like a daughter. And because she wanted my position and my job, she actually mutiny aboard the ship, let's say. And honestly, it really devastated me. I was devastated because I really did care for her as a person, you know, and she'd say things like, you know, I'm not going to say her name or her daughter's name. That's here nor there. And I do still pray for her and her daughter. I hope that they find the Lord. But anyway, she'd say, you know, I don't have any groceries, and my mom only brought me one box of cheese macaroni. And so my husband and I, you know, we went home and we loaded up, and we went into our pantry, and we loaded up probably 4 sacks of groceries for this girl and her daughter, and took it, you know, down to the work and said, here, you know, here's some food for you guys. She'd say things like, well, my waffle maker broke, and my daughter loves waffles, so I bought her a waffle maker. And then, you know, her daughter likes milkshakes or whatever it was, but she didn't have a blender, so I went and bought her a blender. You know, on her birthday, I would take her to lunch. Usually, you know, I'd give her $100, you know, for her birthday or whatever. And wow. And one day, I just, you know, so there are times when you're around people, you can tell, you know, if they're talking about you, you know, because when you show up, everybody stops talking. I mean, come on, really. So what I did, because I was the manager, and I want to know what was going on in my office. And so I turned on my phone on record, and I turned it upside down and left it on my desk, and I went outside. And when I came back in to grab my phone, I took it outside, and I was listening to it, and she was saying things like, you know, if we stick together, we can make her quit, things like that. And it really, really hurt. And it took a long time for me to forgive for that, because it tore my heart up bad. I know it sounds silly, but I had worked with her, you know, I hired her, I think, in 2007, and her last day was in, I think, 2014. Anyway, so we worked together for a long time, and she was a young girl, my daughter's age, and so, yeah, you know, I just kind of took her under my wing. And when somebody turns on you like that, you know, it's painful. That really hurts. But I wish the best for her. I do. And her daughter, you know, I pray that they can come around and find the Lord, and because the Lord was definitely not on, you know, something that she cared about. But I guess I could do my makeup while we're talking. Sorry. All right. So anyway, guys, that's that story. Okay, so then I like to put a little bit of highlighter under here. And I actually use this stuff. It's called Liquid Glow. And I got that from Temu as well. And I don't use very much because, I mean, this is really pigmented, you know. I mean, see that? You know, I don't want my face to look like, you know, I fell into gold dust or something. Okay. So anyway, I just take it and just kind of dab under here a little bit. And then, like I said, I just kind of take my hands and just kind of rub it in a little bit. So I got to tell you guys, when a little bit about myself. So when I was born, I actually was born with hip dysplasia, and that was back in 1964. Okay, and back then they didn't know how to fix it, not really. And so my surgery that they performed was the very first surgery, and they basically, so on my left hip, you've got your ball joint, right? And then you have, you know, it covers it like this, and when you walk, you know, it kind of rotates and does this. Well, mine was like flat, and so when I'd walk, it just would go like this, and you know, I couldn't walk very well. And so they did surgery, and I have a scar, actually, that goes from clear down here about halfway down the side of my thigh, and it comes up and around this direction. And that was when I was, I think, maybe a year and a half old. And then they put me in a cast, and the cast was from my waist clear down to my feet. And I was like doing the Chinese splits in this cast, and there was a bar in between my legs. So I couldn't walk, and so I would just take my hands and I would scoot around the house, you know. I'd sit on my butt and then scoot, you know. And my mom said that I got so strong that my older sister couldn't have anything. I'd yank it from her and just take it. It's mine. It's mine. And anyway, that surgery lasted most of my life anyway. But the doctor that did the surgery had told my mother that that I'd never be able to give birth because of my hips. Oh, got three of them. 3 kids out of it, and it finally gave out at 40. How old was it? Well, it was in 2012, so anyway, in my 40s. So, but now my right hip, got to get that one done. Knees falling apart. Age is not nice to people. It's not nice. It's just not nice. Okay, so then I also put some primer on my eyelids here. And once again, I just kind of dot it around. My My stomach's burning this morning. That coffee's just, coffee's not setting real great. Alright, so then I take this little brush and just kind of spread it around. So anyway, with my hip like that, you know, there's things that I wasn't able to do, certain gymnastics and stuff like that. And so when I was on the dance team in high school, I was always like put in the middle or whatever, because everybody else could like do the splits, and so everybody would do the splits, and then me, I'd get down on a knee and put my arms up in the air or something stupid, you know, because I couldn't do the splits, or my hip would have popped right out of there. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing that surgery worked, because before that there was really no cure. Nowadays they don't even have to do surgery. They just put these little kids in like a sling for a long time, and it indents, I guess, into the bone. I don't know how that works really, but apparently I went through all kinds of hell. Didn't even have to. Okay, so let's put some eyeshadow on, shall we? This is my favorite eyeshadow palette, and this I got from my friend Donna during a collaboration that we did, a Temu haul. I love this stuff. This is good stuff. And check out this palette. I mean, it's got some great colors in there. Aren't those nice? And I mostly use, you know, these colors up here. And I'll add a little bit of this. And anyway, it's fun to play. You know, and I always did enjoy makeup when I was growing up. You know, teenager and stuff. I loved it. Loved makeup. My sister was not that type of person. She didn't like makeup. And still to this day, I like makeup. I like to get dressed up. My sister hates to get dressed up. And it's so funny how opposite we are. Anyway, you know, I had been talking to you guys about how I was going to go to Elko, and when I got there, I would show you the silicone doll that I had got my sister. Well, I ended up not going to Elko because I'm a coward. Yes, I am. I'm a coward. I admit it. I don't know why. Some people can get in their car and drive hundreds and hundreds of miles and it doesn't bother them. And I have this phobia. So I can drive just fine. And then when I get to a place that on one side is just straight down, you know, like a canyon or something, or, you know, when the road kind of, if you go off the road, you know you're going to roll. You know, there's just no getting around that. And so I will slow down so much. It's like the steering wheel is going this. It's like, no, you can't, you know, and so you're like this, and it stresses me out. I get so stressed. I get sick to my stomach. You know, the whole bathroom thing going on, and so the closer and closer the day got that I was going to leave, the more my body basically shuts down and says, nope, it's time to panic. You're going to panic now because you're going to break down on the road, and you're not going to have cell service, and you're going to be out there in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of camel crickets, those ugly things, because there's like a swarm of them. And I wouldn't get it if my car broke down and there was all those bugs. I mean, they're swarms. They're huge. They're massive. And they're terrifying. I wouldn't get out of my car. There's no way I would get out of my car and walk for help. I would sit in my hot car in 102-degree temperature and cook and die because I would not walk because of the bugs. That's yeah. Anyway. And I used to not be that way because I'd travel all the time, you know, to Idaho. Well, I used to live in Idaho. And when I moved here to Oregon, my pain manager was still in Idaho, so I would have to travel once every 3 months from here in Oregon. Boy, that went on dark, didn't it? We don't need it that dark. But it never bothered me before. I guess now, you know, I look at myself and go, well, I can't walk that far, you know. I'd be walking and my hip and knee and whatnot. You know, just all these things go through my head. When my kids were little, and when I was married to my ex, he was kind of a crazy driver, and he scared me to death when he drove. But we'd go around corners and stuff, and there'd be like a river right there, and I would be so afraid that we were going to flip upside down, and I had 3 kids, and how am I going to get them out of the car? You know, in your home. Does anybody else do that? You know, you just there, okay, if this happens, this is what I'm going to do. And, you know, or is it just me? I don't know. Let me know. I'm curious. Am I the only one that panics about stuff like that? Yeah, put it in the comments. Let me know. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday and maybe spend some time with your family. Do something fun. There. Ta-da! That's it for the eyes. Well, not really. I have a whole lot of work to do with the eyes. So after that, I do put on just this, what is it? Highlight. I can't see it. But anyway, I got this from Temu. And I just put it right here in the corner of my eyes. Like this. And it just kind of lightens them up a little bit. And then I just kind of tap that in. Okay, and then these eyebrows. I have really very, very, very thin eyebrows. And this I got from Temu. I love this stuff. This is good stuff. So I have to look at my mirror on this one, guys, or my eyebrows are going to be all funky. Okay, so bear with me here. We don't want funky eyebrow syndrome. And what's really nice about these little, see those little, I can't tell, little hair kind of things? You can make it look like there's hair, you know, kind of paint. Create your own little hairs out of this thing. Oh, here, I'll scoot back a little bit. I always wondered how people do their makeup videos because, you know, you're not supposed to really look in the camera, as you don't want to use the camera as a mirror. You guys wouldn't want that anyway because I'd be up like this. Okay. There we go. See how much difference that makes? That's a huge difference. So now let's put some on this side. Equal it out a little bit, huh? You know, a lot of people ask me, well, what religion are you? And you guys, I'm not a religion. I don't have a religion. I'm not Catholic. I'm not Mormon. I'm not Baptist. I'm not any of those things. I am a child of God. That's what I am. You know, it's all about Christ. It's not about anything else. It's that one didn't look at that. That's crooked. All right, let me work on this a little bit more here. Let's add some little fuzzy hairs. Concentrate, concentrate. Well, I don't know. This one looks like it goes this direction, and this one kind of goes whoop. So I am going to add a little bit here. Add some more little hairs. There. Now they match a little better. So, I read that Prineville Christian Church, they sent us a letter, and our senior pastor, well, he's our senior pastor right now until September, and then we have a new, well, we have an assistant pastor, but he'll take over in September. But our pastor that we have now in October is going to Uganda. Isn't that cool? I have to go to Uganda. I wouldn't want all the shots that you'd need, though. That would not be fun. Okay. Let's add a little bit of color to the lips, shall we? I'm going to use this here. It's a matte liquid lipstick. And I got this from Temu, of course. So on this side, you have your lip liner. And let's go ahead and my lips are the hardest thing to do because my top lip is crooked. Look at that. You'll see it kind of drops down this direction. I had cancer on my lip, and it was called squamous cell carcinoma. And basically what that does is it grows roots underneath and then spreads out underneath. And all I had was just like, it looked like a little tiny white pimple is what it looked like. But I'd pick at it all the time, and then it'd come back, and I'd pick at it and go back. And I had it for a couple of years or more, a long time. And my mother kept after me saying, you need to get that checked. You need to go get that checked. And I thought, well, all right, fine. So went and got it checked, and yeah, it was cancer. And I had to have Mohs surgery to reconstruct my lip. Lip surgery is so painful. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how many nerve endings are in your lips. Oh man. And I don't numb very well. So you can give me a shot to numb me, and within 5 minutes my body has already used that up, and then I can feel again. And so what the doctor did is right up here, I had to have all this basically removed over here on this side. And then she took under here and pulled it up to make a bow. You know how you got that bow up here? And so I had stitches all the way across here, and oh, my mouth was huge. Anyway, so if you guys ever come across something like that, you know, and you're picking at it, get it taken off, you know, get it looked at right away, because, yeah, they had to go in a couple of times to get it, because they didn't get it all the first time. And I have skin cancer burned off all the time. Well, I am so pale. I am just so pale. I've never had a tan in my entire life, ever. Ever. Just white. I'm just white. And then when I was a kid, I'd get heat stroke and sunburns, you know, really, really bad, and put me in the hospital. And yeah, I don't do heat real well. All right. Then the torture device. And here's the thing, when you get older and your skin loosens, okay, and you go to curl your eyelashes, it's hard to curl your eyelashes because this skin, because you get loose skin and it gets caught in there, and then you go to pinch it and you pinch that skin. Yeah. Makes you wonder who came up with this little device anyway. Yeah, I think I will put a torture device up to my eyeball, stick my eyelashes in there, and squeeze really hard. Who thought of that? And it's always this side, so right here gets caught in here all the time, and it's... Okay. So just, yeah, here's what you do if you got wrinkles. Just pull it this way, and then you won't clip your skin in your torture device. Ow. I did anyway. Okay. So then I add a little bit of mascara. Yep, I got this from Temu. A lot of my makeup's from Temu. I cannot for the life of me believe how much makeup is nowadays, guys. It is so expensive. It's out. Everything's so expensive. Bidenomics. Welcome to Bidenomics. So who watched the debate? Did you guys watch it? I did. It was funny. Especially, I mean, here they are. Two old men arguing about who has got the best handicap and who plays the best golf, and yeah, he can't hit that ball even 50 yards. Well, that just amazes me. We have millions of people in the United States of America, and those are the best two people that we can find to run our country. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm all for Trump. I want Trump in there. You know, people don't like him because of his mouth, and he's arrogant, and he's a male chauvinist, and yeah, those things are true. They are. I don't care about his personality. I don't care if he's a nice guy. I don't care if he is a male chauvinistic pig. I don't care. What I care about is our country. He knows how to run a business. That's what we need. We need to treat the United States as a business. And as a business, you know, if you've ever been a business owner, you can't just be giving stuff away all the time, right? You can't do that. You go broke. Completely broke. Well, that's what Biden's doing. We'll give Ukraine all this money. We're going to give Ukraine this, and we're going to leave our equipment in Afghanistan. And it's like, seriously? And do you realize all the specialty equipment that was left in Afghanistan, all the secrets and stuff in our equipment that they now have. It's pretty terrifying, really. All right. So basically, the last thing that I do is put my eyes on. So let me find my eyeballs here. Well, that's not the last thing I do. I do my hair. And let's see what kind of eyelashes are in store for me today. If I can open this. I don't want to break my nails. I just did my nails this morning. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not going to break my nails. So, I bought this thing to put all these eyelashes. So what kind shall we wear today? I'm thinking those are good. They're not too long. They look good. See, that's another thing when you get old. Your eyelashes fall out. Your eyebrows are gone. Your skin starts sagging. Age is not nice. It's just not nice. All right, so now that we have that, we need some glue. Some glue. And this glue I get from Temu. Okay. Now, I have very small eyes, so I have to cut quite a bit off of these things because they're so long. I'll show you here. It took me, oh gosh, it took me forever to finally figure out how to put false eyelashes on. Okay. And I take this and I kind of wrap it around my finger a little bit, my pinky finger. Stretch it out. Kind of make it to where it'll have that curvature. Alright, and you'll see that one side is shorter than the other. So this is going to be the inside of the eye, and it gets longer on the outside here. But I usually have to cut off at least one cluster. Oh, got a fuzzy on there. It's usually about right is one cluster. So then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to measure it and see if, let's see, gotta look in my mirror here. Actually, that's still a little bit too long. I'm going to cut off a little bit more. Oh, I'm shaking. Don't shake, Lisa. Ah, don't shake. There. I was like, alright, so then I take my glue and I just add a little bit of glue. Or a lot of glue, whatever the case may be. Okay, that's about all the glue I do. I do, however, add a little bit of glue just on the very top of my eye here. Because I do not want these suckers coming off. That would be so embarrassing. I would die. Okay. And then you gotta wait for this to kind of clear a little bit. A little bit, not a bunch, but so it'll stick. Otherwise, if it's wet, it just slides everywhere and you can't get it where it needs to go. That's what time I ordered these magnetic eyelashes, you guys. It was so funny. And so it's like the tops and the bottoms you have to line up, and then it was the funny, I could not get those things on. It was, and my sister-in-law was cracking up laughing. It was pretty funny. Okay, so I gotta kind of get in here. And there. Don't know if you guys can see me or not. I'm sorry. There. See how much of a difference that makes? I mean, it just brings your eyes out so much more. All right. Next eye. Okay. Yeah, it took me a long time to get used to putting these on. And sometimes I still have a bugger of a time. Alright, I think I cut off enough. Let's take a peek. Let's see. There. Yep, that looks about perfect. Okay. Got some allergies going on this morning. Something's in the air. Love is in the air every time I turn around. Okay. More glue. Be sure and get that when you do your eyelashes, get the corners really well. Ah. Okay, and then once again, I don't know who all does this, but seems to work for me anyway. I just kind of dab a little bit of glue along the top. Comes off with my makeup remover pad, so it works. And I feel more confident about my eyes not, my eyelashes falling off. So, yeah, that whole Temu thing. I've just been so mad at them, and they've been, sending me, well, here, do this, here, have this much taken off, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. You dropped my sponsorship, and you won't even tell me why. So, they have these rules that you have to follow when you're doing a video. You can't say, like, if you're talking about one, you can't talk about a different store, and blah, 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 blah. You got to just, all these little things. And so I'm in the affiliate program, and they take a look at your channel, right? Your YouTube channel. And once they do that, then you can get authorized, and Temu will send you product, so you can show product from them. And I haven't received anything, and I went in to see if there was any sponsorships going on and for anything, and it said your account is not authorized under the influencer program. And I was never contacted and told, yeah, you don't have that. And so here I was spending all this money on Temu, trying to grow my channel, make some income from Temu, maybe, well, that didn't work out. And one nice thing, though, I mean, was a business expense, really. I'm trying to, so I can actually use that on my taxes as a business loss. So that will help. There. Oh, I know what I need. I am missing my eyeliner. Gotta have that. Okay. Oh, not that one. So I have two different eyeliners. This one here is kind of a crayon kind, and what I use this one for is actually to go up in here. Okay, and kind of darken that up in there. See how much that brings out the eyes? A lot better. Oh, so I got all the paint off that doll. So I'm ready to start painting. But the only paints that I have, I mean, I have a lot of acrylic paint, a lot. And that's how I'm going to do mine, is with acrylic paint. And because I don't have one of those dryers, and you could actually just let it dry. So I did see that, you know. Anyway. And then I need to get some glass beads. And let's add a little bit of eyeliner. And then I go in and kind of fill this in here. You know, I hope I never get... My mom has this thing, it's called essential trimmers. And she can't hold anything. I mean, she'll throw a spatula, she'll throw, if she's trying to flip an egg, she'll flip an egg clear across the room. I hope that never happens to me. And I am so much like my mother in every way. I mean, even our skin cancers are in the exact same place. How weird is that? I mean, that's odd. We both have one here on our arm. And, well, that's not cancerous, but it is keratosis or something like that. I guess that's what they call it. But she has the same one, same arm. Every place that I've had skin cancer removed, she's had it in the exact same place. It's almost like, you know, a little carbon copy or something. Sorry, you can just see the back of my hand. I don't know how people do this, you know, when they do their makeup videos. It's hard to do. So, please, I'm sorry. You know, all that stuff that I purchased for my bedroom, and I decorated my bedroom, I had to get it out of my bedroom, you guys. It made me feel guilty. I'm selling it. I'm selling all that stuff. Yeah, I know, I'm odd, but yeah, I feel pretty guilty for doing that and for buying all that stuff and wasting money. That's a waste of money. And here I tell you guys, you know, times are tough, you know, you got to save your money, and I don't know how people can do it. And, well, I don't know how people can do it. And I'm definitely, you know, I'm still going to order from Temu, don't get me wrong, because I do like their clothes. This outfit, I love this dress. This is my favorite dress. And, yeah, so for things that I wear, you bet. Because we need clothes, right? We can't go around naked. I mean, people would be having to go to counseling all the time. Seeing all those naked people. Anyway. There. I do add a little tiny bit of mascara on the tips of my lashes here. Just kind of brings them out a little bit more. Makeup is amazing. You guys have seen me without my makeup. You guys, I think you guys have seen me at my worst. Especially in that bedroom when it was hotter than Spitfire. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die in there when I was trying to show those hauls. Okay, so here we go. Lovely hair, Lisa, lovely hair. Now I do add a couple of things to my hair. I got this from Temu. It's a leave-in conditioner. So I use that. Hang on. Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. My cat's going to start sneezing because every time I spray something, he starts sneezing. Okay, and then another thing that I do put in my hair. Where is it? Okay, right here. This is curling cream and a heat protectant. Oh, come on. That won't come out of the bottle. There. There we go. I fixed that. That looks kind of gross, doesn't it? Okay. Men are so lucky, aren't they? They don't have to do their makeup. They don't have to do all this stuff. And then you get these men that like to put on makeup, and it's like, why? It's such a pain in the ass. Sorry. That's my big downfall. Okay. So I do... And Lord's working on me. He's working on me. Sometimes my mouth gets, you know... I need to watch what I say. Because sometimes the words that come out of my mouth are not appropriate. Okay. This brush I got from Temu, and I love this brush. It's my favorite. Look at all that hair. You guys, I am losing. I mean, I didn't have any hair in this brush when I first started. Not one single hair. And I'm just losing hair like crazy. Crazy, crazy. Like chunks are falling out. I'm sure it's because when I dyed, or when I put that bleach on my hair, and it just fried it, it burnt it, and I should have just left it alone. I do that all the, you know, I'll do that. I go through spurts of, oh, I want to do this with my hair. I want to cut my hair. I want to cut it all off. And for the most part, you know, I usually wait, and then I don't do anything with it. But then this time was a different story. All that. Just, okay, and I lost this much before I even got in the shower. I comb my hair before I get in the shower. Okay, and I've lost that much before, then this much after, and then of course I've got to clean the drain, you know, when I take a shower, because my hair is falling out. Okay. There we go. But, gotta blow dry it. Here we go, loop-de-loo. move my cane out of the way. Okay. Here we go. You see where my hair is growing out? It's finally growing out. You can see not that much of it. And the color that's in my hair right now, I don't like it because it's got some red undertones, and I don't like strawberry hair. So anyway, how we doing on time? 7:30. My church starts at 9:45, so we're doing really good on time. And I want to get this done and posted, so that way you guys can be getting ready for church. And maybe have this playing in the background, huh? We'll get ready for church together. Okay. There we go. So now, because it's all fuzzy, I got fuzzy hair. Whew. We got to use the flat iron. Yes, sirree. So, I have got to, this is, so I won that Dealdash thing, which I could have probably just went and bought at probably a $200 curling iron instead of trying to win it. But this is an awesome iron. I love it. But just got to let that heat up, and then I will flat iron my hair. Ooh, earrings. Oh, by the way, so this, ow, my knee. I'm gonna take you with me so you can see what I'm wearing today. So this is my dress. Don't know if you can see it in the mirror there. Anyway, it's a long dress. It goes down to the floor, so it looks really great with sandals. So, yeah, I was going to show you guys all the decorations and stuff in my room, and I had it adorable. I really did. It was very cute, and I just couldn't. Are you guys like that? Does anybody do that? And then, you know, you feel guilty, and it's like, I shouldn't have done that. And then you have to sit there and stare at it, and then it makes you feel bad. And oh man, why did I do that? That's just so wasteful. So, we are going to change things up a little bit and learn to not be wasteful. We can do it together. Because I'm an aisle shopper. Like when I go shopping for groceries, my husband does all the shopping because I go up and down every single aisle. He writes out a list and only gets what's on the list. Not me. It's like, well, let's see. You better grab a grocery cart, and I'm going to grab a grocery cart. Yeah. Yeah, I am. It makes it so hard because, you know, when I did work I made good money. You know, the groceries weren't as high as what they are now. Gas wasn't as high as what it is now. You know, and then when my poor body gave out and went on disability, sure changes things. Makes you have to go, oh, you know, I only get paid once a month, not twice a month anymore. And it's only half of what you were making when you were working. A little tougher to just be able to go and get whatever you want. But it's not worth it, guys. I mean, I've made some really stupid choices in my life, financially. Like when the company I worked for, when they sold, instead of taking my pension and rolling it over, I withdrew it. Well, when I withdrew it, at the time I think I had like $70,000 or something in my pension, and so I withdrew it. Then they took 10% penalty out, all these different monies out. I was able to pay off some bills and stuff when I got that, but then instead of rat holing it or whatever, I decided to take the kids to Hawaii. Would I do it again? No. I would definitely take them on vacation. That I would do, but we would go to a place that, not the Alani Resort in Hawaii, because holy cow, each trip, so I took 2 trips. So one trip was with my kids, and minus one, he didn't go. And so I had my youngest son and my daughter and their kids and their spouses, well, his spouse, come up, and they went. And then the next trip was my stepdaughter's family, or not my stepdaughter's family, my stepdaughter and her family. And each time was about $10,000 per trip. Per trip, guys. I guess, you know, if you're a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, you can do stuff like that, but yeah. But I made memories. I had some great memories, and those are wonderful memories. But whoo-wee, was that expensive. Okay, what do you think? I think we're ready for church. My big thing is every time I get ready, then I want to spray a little bit of perfume on, but I can't. I tell myself, no, don't spray perfume, because there's people in church that are allergic to. I think we do need some earrings, though, don't you think? So anyway, you guys, I am going to close this, and I want to wish you a very, very happy and blessed Sunday. And if you'll go ahead and bow your heads with me, and let's give thanks to God, okay? Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the time that you've given me to spend with my friends and family. And Lord, bless them and help them through the day. For those that are having sorrows and troubles and loneliness and heartache, Lord, I ask that you touch their heart. And for those that are watching this that had no intention to go to church today, Lord, I just ask that you bless them and put it in their heart. Maybe they would want to find a church and make some new friends and some new relationships in their life. And for the ones that are lonely, Lord, there are so many people that just love you with all their hearts, and Oh, Lord, if they're lonely, there's people out there that love the Lord, and they're lonely too. So, Lord, I just ask that you bring these people together. Bless them. In Jesus' precious holy name I pray. Amen. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful and blessed Sunday. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.